Hello, Namaste. Welcome to my YouTube channel, GoSlowYoga. I'm Linda Premanandi, yoga teacher and trainee yoga therapist. And this is going to be a really short practice, probably no more than 10-15 minutes. It's a relaxation practice and it really isn't going to take a lot of effort. You need to lie on your back on the floor and just follow my instructions. Could be really good for relaxation before bed, or if you've just been for a run or you've been to the gym and you're feeling a little bit stiff before you decide to go to bed. It can really give you a feeling of nourishment and a feeling of relaxation. So let's get to it. So you're going to lie on the floor and just allow the body to settle. You can be on a mat or a blanket or a towel, but it's best not to be on a bed. Nothing that's too soft, because we want a little bit of firmness for our spine. And I just want you to allow the weight of the body to settle onto the mat or onto your blanket, whatever you've got to support you. And just allow things to quieten down, settle down. When we practice yoga, even if it's just a short practice, we need to fully embody the practice and be totally involved from our mind, body and breath perspective. So no rushing through. Allowing the body to make contact with the floor, allowing the body to feel completely relaxed on the floor. So, with your right hand, maybe you can notice that you have an arch, a natural curve in your backbone, in your back here. And it doesn't matter if that's pronounced or if it's quite shallow, it is what it is. We're just going to do a few breaths and see if we can encourage the lower back towards the floor without forcing, without pushing. This practice includes 3-part breath, which is the lower lobes, Adam Pranayama, the mid, which is Madhyam, and the upper, which is Adhyam. So I just want you to focus on breathing into the lower, mid and upper lungs. Okay, bearing in mind the curve in the back and how we want to maybe encourage that to level off a little bit, we're going to place the hands on the lower ribs. We're quite relaxed in the body, no need to do anything particular with the legs. I just want you to breathe in. Notice the abdomen rise, breathe out. Notice how it drops back. Maybe the lower back comes towards the floor. Breathing in. Breathing out. Belly drops back, and maybe the lower back flattens out towards the floor. Breathing in, abdomen rises, breathing out, abdomen really drops down, back lowers to the floor. And it's just an energetic thing. I don't want you to tilt the pelvis up and down. Just see if you can do it with the breath and the visualization. Okay, so let the arms long along the body now. I'm just going to remove my eyeglasses. And you can close your eyes so that the attention is inside and you go with what you feel as opposed to looking externally for some cue. My voice will be here. So we're looking at the lower body. So maybe you can straighten up the legs a little. Arms can just be relaxed. And I just want you to feel as though you're shuffling from the pelvic girdle, from the hips. You're kind of shuffling the legs longer, but you don't move that much. You can be an energetic, kind of lengthening. So you're trying to draw your hips away from your navel, away from your ribs. So you're lengthening there. And it's just, as I say, might be a little bit of a wiggle initially, but then just use the mind and the focus to lengthen lengthen the whole of the lower body from the hips down. Just relax there, noticing that you have lengthened, but there is a big space between the pelvic girdle and the lower ribs. There's more space there for the lungs, more space for the diaphragm, nice space between the vertebrae. And then we're going to do a similar thing with the upper body. So without disturbing where you're rooted to the floor through the pelvic girdle, okay, you're going to see if you can kind of, with your shoulders and upper arms, wiggle away a little bit more without disturbing the neck too much. So you kind of elongate the body. It's almost that the top half is moving away from the lower half. And when you feel you've got a little bit more length there, just settle. We're going to make sure the neck is okay, because we may have hunched the shoulders slightly. We're just going to breathe in to the right and breathe out, come back center. So you're breathing in and rolling the head right. Breathe in, roll the head left. Breathe out, bring it back. Breathe in, roll right. And you might notice some tension in the neck. So just be mindful and careful that you just go with the flow. You don't push the neck. And back to center. Breathe in, roll it left. Breathe out, bring it back to center. One more time like that. Breathing in. Roll it back to center. And left, breathe in. And roll it back to center. And just rest for a moment. Just relax. Just notice what you're doing. And this time, to doubly ensure the neck has enough room, the head is rolling perfectly with ease from side to side, I want you to breathe in to the right and breathe out, roll it to the left. Just as far as it can go, okay? You might have tension there, especially if you've been sitting at a computer, looking at a screen at Zoom all day. Breathing in to the right, breathe out to the left. One more time, breathing in right, and breathing out left. And breathing in, come back to the center. So you're stretched out long. You feel as though the bottom half of the body, from the finger, the toes, right up to the hips, are being pulled in one direction. Okay, so you feel that's going down. The upper body is moving away from the lower body. Okay, like a tree, like a palm tree. Okay, Talasana. Okay, and Tala Kriya, because we are moving in a controlled, directional way with the breath. We are conscious of what we are doing. So this time, we're going to think a bit more about the breath coming into the lower lobes, then mid, then upper, as we take a stretch. So we try and focus on breathing low, mid, upper. We're just going to breathe in for now. And bring the arms overhead and see where they land. Maybe the fingertips land on the floor. Maybe you need a cushion or a pillow under them. Maybe you need to bend the arms, depending on how your shoulders are, what the range of movement is. But let's just assume you can touch behind your head for now. Nice stretch for the armpits here. You can close the eyes. So we're going to breathe in lower, mid, upper as we stretch the feet away from the fingertips. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and release completely. I'm just going to shuffle down a bit because I'm a little bit close to my wall here. Again, you're almost having some traction. Somebody's pulling you one direction and someone else is pulling you the other. Okay, so breathing in, lower, mid, upper as you stretch. You're really stretching to the extreme and release. what twizzle is. Can't remember what it was, but I knew it was stretchy back in the day. It was a TV program. Let's do 3 more. Breathing in. Stretch. Stretch away. Stretch, 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 and release. Let's do 2 more. Let's breathe in slowly as we extend. Breathing in. And release. On our very last one, breathing in. Stretch away. Let somebody, imaginary person, pull you in opposite directions and release. And just let the arms and legs land for a moment before you bring anything back to its regular position. And breathe in and raise the arms and bring them alongside the body. Now you have been, maybe hunching the shoulders slightly because you've been reaching away. So let's make sure that neck is okay. Breathe in here, to the right, roll the head. Breathe out, left. Breathe in, right. Breathe out, left. We're just doing it one more time. Breathing in, right. And breathing out, left. And bring it back. Allow the head just to feel comfortable in the center. And then we're just going to make sure everything is okay with the lower back before we sit up, or maybe we're going to lie in Shavasana and relax for a while, or go into a deep relaxation. But I'm just going to do some Purva Mukta. I'm bringing my right knee in, bringing my head up, and I'm releasing. With just a gentle hissing sound to release. And just do the other side. Breathing in, holding my knee, my head comes up, and just release. Maybe both knees can come up. Maybe you rock from side to side, gently, really gently. You've just stretched yourself out, so let's just be careful with the lower back. Make sure everything feels nice and yummy before we carry on with what we're doing next. No rush. You rush enough in your everyday life. Hands on the knees, bringing them out and around. Yeah, you can hold on to them, or if you want a little bit of core work, you can let them go. Just making sure everything feels really nice. It can be really nice to hold on to the knees as well, because you have a little bit more purchase and stability to completely rock right around in a circle, and it really massages the whole of the back. Okay, and go the other way. Make sure everything is done in a balanced way. If we do it one way, we have to do it the other. Okay, so I'm going to come up and finish the practice. You can stay down and take a Shavasana if that's what you'd like to do. So Tala Kriya. Hopefully you enjoyed the practice and it brought a sense of space and a sense of calm to your system. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste. If you like the content of my videos, please press like and subscribe. My intention is to share, because sharing is caring. See you in the next video. Thank you.